Hello everyone, it's March the 5th. Alright, let's get into it. Case missing positive integer. Old question. Given an array of positive integers sorted in strictly increasing order, and in k, return a case positive integer that is missing from this array. Huh. 5, 6. Okay. Less than on complexity. On will be easy to do. On will be easy to do. Less than on complexity. Positive integers, right? So this is 4, and it's at the third position. Then we know we have 1 missing before 4, right? The 5th missing integer. So what we can do is the maximum is 1000. So we can just do 1000. I'm thinking of binary search. So we pick the 1 and try to see if this is the case. And how do we know? Well, we binary search it, right? So we get the value, binary search, see where it's going to be inside. And then, how do we know it's the case missing? Well, if it's on the outside, or we can count, right? If it's 12, then we're supposed to have 12, and then we have these, so we know which one is missing, right? And then if we go to 9, what binary search we're importing here, which means in front we have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So from 1 to 9 we will have 4, so 9 is going to be the 5th. That makes sense. Yesterday's minimum jumps. I remember BFS. Those. I have to bisect right. These are strictly increasing, so it doesn't really matter. Low, high, 1000. Low, small, high, mid. Index equals bisect right. Array mid. If mid right minus index equal to k. Well, it's larger than k. Okay, that means larger than k. Too much, we need to be smaller. So high equals mid, else low equals mid plus 1. Right, and then we'll return. What do we return? Low equals mid plus 1. That's how we get higher. Alright, so low, mid plus 1. We get out. should be low minus 1, right? Yeah, because if it's equal to, right, then lower plus 1, and then they will equal this. Right, if it's too much, we stay at the mid. Yeah, they will always bias towards the try low minus 1. I mean, we can use another way, but let's try to see if this one works. Low minus 1. Yeah, if it's too small, then we just getting bigger, right? Too big, put in here. If it's good, then low will be going up. If it's not good, too big, we stay here. We move down, and then we move down. So yeah, I think that should be right. 6. I'll just try it. Oh. I knew it. Expected a 1. Something smaller. Right, something smaller. Oh, you're saying we should be smaller? No, it doesn't work that way. Huh. Oh. Okay. This is equal. We already got equal. But I decide to do low. So 2, 3 will be 2. Right? 2. Two will be small. That 2 we have 0. The first. So if it's in the front, I think the calculation is different. Right? If it's in the front, how do you know which one? That is the first. So index, right? Let me say, oof. We shall find a value, a current case. So we say if index is larger than 0, current shall be mid minus index. Else, if index is equal to 0, then current shall equal to mid. Then we say current. Still not right. Index is never equal to 0. No, that's not index equal to 0 issue. It is if they're equal, right? If they're equal issue. If they're equal. If they're equal. Nah, that's the problem. If they're equal. Index. Maybe we should do bisect left. If they're equal, then this is not something. Yeah, what do we do if they're equal? We find a value, they're equal. Good question. What is their equal? The case missing? This is not a missing. Then what do we do? Okay, what this would be, right? When you say this would be the... So how about we go bisect left? And we don't do all of this. We still do mid minus index. Okay, how about the other two? Maybe it should be. Mid handle the situation where mid is in array. If mid is in array, now we pretend this is something we want to find. I hope this one will work. This one does not work either. Alright, so if that's the case, then... Oh! What? Oh, it shouldn't be 1000. K could be 1000. So I can be the 1000 to be 2000. Right? There should be 2000. That was my bad. Didn't pay attention. That should be 2001. Ah, too much difference. It was pretty good last time I did it. I don't know what happened today. What's this? J equals 1. For each one, A minus J. If A minus J is smaller than K, A minus J. k minus I don't know what this is. I did not put any explanation. That was pretty bad. A minus j. So how many is in between? Right? I think that's the one. A minus j. How many is in between? If a minus j, how many in between is smaller than j, then k minus this. Because we want to find a case, right? If then we start, we have, let's say, start 2. Then we know 2 minus 1 is 1, so we have 1 that is missing. Then we count that 1. And j will jump up. A plus 1, because that will be the next one. And if a minus j is 0, that means nothing is missing. We jump to the next one. And then if we keep moving, keep removing, at a certain point, a minus j will equal to j, or equal to k, which means the things in between, right? So we have that much missing in between, and all those, then we need to return k from j plus k, right? From j plus k. So we have, let's say, 3. 1, 2, 3 minus 1. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey, but this one is O log n. Oh, technically O log n, That's why it's kind of slow, right? Because it's like log n. Binary search of binary search 2 log n. What was my other solution? This one. So the way they do it is array mid minus 1 minus mid. So array mid minus 1, what's that? Mid is index, right? That's the index. Okay, is index. So we find this index. This minus 1, total number in front. Minus mid. It's a total missing number. Oh, this is good. This is very good. It's a better binary search. From the last solution 2 years ago. Low, high, 0, and len array. they are indices. All right, low smaller than high. All right, now we say if array mid, right, -1. So array I -1 is the number of positive integers from 1 to array I -1. Right? And then array I is the number I is the number of positive integers in array from array 0 to array I -1. Right. Thus, array I -1 minus I is the number of positive integers missing, right, up to array I. So we do this minus mid. Right, if it's smaller than k, then low shall equal to mid plus 1, else high shall equal to mid. All right, eventually, if it's too small, that means we don't have enough. Right, now we have this, now plus 1. Now we'll come out. Right, we'll come out. Then we'll come out the low. -1. So we have from this value, right, minus mid. So whatever we come out, right, whatever we come out, we need to have k missing, right? So we come out, we're saying low represents something. So low -1, say from this, we have k missing, right? We have k missing, and this value -1 is a total in front, and minus mid, that's the total number of this, right? Now we know we have that many missing. That many missing. What do we return then? Right, we have this. What we say is this in front of having that many, we have k missing. So it should be mid or low minus 1. Actually, I don't understand. I thought I understood, but I didn't. I understood this. I understood this. I don't understand the return. Goal is to find I such that this is larger or equal to k. I find I, which is mid, that contains enough missing. I find this have enough missing integers for k. I still don't understand. Yes, there are items now missing, and there are this numbers missing. Yes, we have this number missing. So we have this number missing, and we have k. Right, if it's equal to k, then high. So with a small in the +1, so I come out, it'll be this, it'll be equal to k. Which means okay, mid is too much. Think again. We start will be in the middle, right? If in the middle it's too small, then we will go larger, and eventually we'll move to high. Right? It could be still smaller, then we move to high. That just means even picking the last one, right? Even picking the biggest value, biggest index, we still don't have enough k. Therefore, but so we want to find the case missing, right? The case missing. So when we get out, the case missing. The case missing. If we are at the last position, how many is this missing then? Middle is here, 4, right? So 4 minus 1 is 3. So this in front have 3. Minus 0, 1, 2, minus 2. So 1, which means in here we have 1 missing, right? We have 1 missing. And if it's 1 missing, it's smaller than 5. So low shall equal to mid plus 1. So it should be here, right? Now low high will be coming this one. And 7. So we have should be 6 in front. Right? We should have 6 in front. And minus 3, so we have 3 missing. Still not enough. So now we'll go to +1. We'll go to this position. And we get out. Right? Now we get out. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We get out as 4. What does that mean? What does that mean? No, well, we don't get out because high is outside. So we just equals this, and then we do this. All right, we do this. And when we do this, that's 4. We have 11, we have 10 in front. Right, we have 4. 10 minus 4 is 6. So we have 6 missing in this. And it's larger than. So and high equals this, and then we can work it out. So what this means is, if it's inside, that means at this position we'll have equal. Right? We'll have this position is equal. Really? We can have this position as equal. Huh. Yeah, if it's larger than, then we will get back down. Well, it's not necessarily equal, right? It's just something that's small, then we keep going up. Then it will be equal, larger or equal to, right? Larger or equal to, because if it's smaller or plus 1. Smaller or plus 1 doesn't guarantee. It might still be small. But if it's high moving down, because we're restricting this, right? So if it's smaller, and we do this, we plus 1. Okay, so this is smaller, we plus 1. And then, if it's larger, then it will come back. And we do smaller, plus 1. Then when we get out, it will be larger or equal to. Right, larger or equal to when we came out. And then what? We had this position. We are at this position. If we know at a certain position it's equal to, which means we have that many positive integers missing, right? That many positive integers missing. And we have 4 integers that already exist. I have 5 integers missing. I have 4 integers exist. Why you do 4 plus 5? Four already exist. I don't understand. Why do we do this? Why do we do this? L plus K. We find I that contains enough missing integers. Huh? For number I plus k, we have k missing integers. And I not missing integers. We have 4 not missing integers. we have 4 not missing integers, right? So at index at I, this index tells us we have I number not missing integers in front. Okay. Then if we want to find the case missing integers, because the case missing integer is a certain value, and from 1 to that, it must have k missing integer and I not missing integers. Okay, if you think about that, that makes sense, right? Number of positive integers from 1 to this. I is the number of positive integers in an array, this, right? So if we have certain number of positive integers already, and then we want to find the 9th. Well, to find it, we need to first figure out the index, where the index is going to be, right? So we find the index by doing this. This is the number of missing integers at from 1 to array mid minus 1. That's the number of missing integers. Okay. If it's smaller than k, then we need to move it bigger until we get out. Well, when we get out, if it's somewhere inside, that means at that position, right? At that position, we will have at least k or more, right? That means the previous, like this, that we know mid. Yeah, when we come out low, right? When we come out, no, that's the number of not missing integers. So, hold on, we will go to low plus k, okay? Now we see low is the number of not missing integers, right? Low is the number of not missing integers. Number of not missing integers from 1, right, to a certain value. Right, number of not missing integers. Suppose x is the case missing integer, then a number of x is the case missing integer, right? Then from 1 to x, there are low number of not missing integers and k missing integers. Thus, right, x minus 1 plus 1 is the total number of integers from 1 to x. And there are low number of not missing and k numbers of missing. So this gives us x equal to low plus k. Well, it's actually the logic. Yeah, I really don't think I can get that. I mean, even the other, it's already tough. All right, now I spent a long time on this one. All right, just take a look at this. Count increasing quadruplets. Given a zero-indexed integer array, nums of size n, containing all numbers from 1 to n. The number of increasing quadruplets. Quadruplets is increasing if this. Wait, what? IJKL, IJK. I smaller than K. Smaller. Oh, wait. Called integers are unique. Num is a permutation that makes sense. So I0, J0, 1, 2, 3. 1 smaller than this, smaller than this. So this, oh Lord. Lord. This is cruel or unusual. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. What we want is I smaller than J, smaller than K, smaller than L. But it's I smaller than K, smaller than J, smaller than L. So basically I and L, I is the smallest, right? L is the largest, both in value and index. But JK is swapped. So the index J is small, so it'd be small, medium, no, small, second largest, second smallest, and the largest. So we go with like this. This, go up, go down, and then go up. So it's like N, right? That's this kind of. So 1, 3, 2, 4. That makes sense. And we need 1, 3, 2, 5. It works. 1, 3, 2, 5 also works. All right, 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 5 works. Okay. And 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4 doesn't work. Okay, then that's it. And 1, 2. 1, 2, 4 doesn't work because the third one has to be smaller. 1, 2, 4 doesn't work. And that's it. So that's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, none of them work. And we have 4,000. You can't test every single one of them. Can we? It's just O(n) squared, right? Wait, it's not probably not O(n) squared. Because it's 4, so you get 3, you run the last one, and then you change, you run, and you change. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's O(n) cuatro to the 4th. That's not happening. Okay. What do we need? I think O(n) squared is possible. So we can settle down 2 values. Now the other 2 values shall be maybe easier to acquire. So if I have 2 values, right? So we get the first one, and the second one must be larger than the first one. So the number of options is not that much. In fact, the first one must be the smallest, right? if the first one is the smallest, if we get the first one, it doesn't matter. We get the first one, then we need to know to the right which one is larger than me. Which one is larger than me? I suppose we find it. Alright? So you need to find the third value that's in between these two. That's also on the right side. And then when you find that one, you need to find yet another one which is bigger than all four of them that's on the right side. Huh. Or how about we settle on the front and back, the smallest and the largest of the bunch. How do we settle the smallest and largest in the bunch? Let's just say we want 1. Okay, we find 1. We know where it is. It's not difficult to find 1. Okay, then we want to know to the right how many are on the right. At least we need 3 more on the right. So we find 1, and then we move 3 spots. Okay, so that's the other one. And then what? We say if the value in the middle. Okay, we can check these 4. Okay. Then we check one out. So all we need is a high-low. The value is in between. It must be bigger than 1, right? It must be bigger than 1, smaller than this. Current max. Okay. Okay, we start from a value. Now we go towards the right. It will only work if the current position is the maximum. If the current position is not the maximum, it's not going to work. Okay, so we find the current position that is the maximum. Okay, we're good. So if this position is the maximum, then what we need to know is in between, as long as there are, pairs. How do you know pairs? if it's 1, then everything will work. We just need a pair that's inversed. That's inversed. Yes. Second smallest. I mean, we can find smallest, find 1, and then iterate through, find the thing that's the largest, right? We just find current max, right? We iterate 1 by 1, and then we find the current max. And if the current max is the current position, and in between we have 4, then that is a potential, right? So we, boom, put it there. Then what? Then I say we need to find out the second smallest, right? If we have a second smallest that's larger than 1, then anything in front of it will be all good, right? Okay. So we pop this one out, and then we say how many is in front. I'm thinking about a min heap. And then we pop this one out and find how many is in front. It has to be at least 1, right? At least 1. But when you pop out the small, it should not count anymore. Yeah, it should not count anymore. So if you pop this out, the total length decreases, right? But how do you know how much is gone on the front? Man, how do you know? Plus, this will be, even if you make it work, it'll be like O(n) squared log n, right? It didn't really feel right. Ooh, this one's tough. Oh, no clue. No clue whatsoever. Well, how about, I mean, basically we have a little peak, right? The first 3. So we need to find peaks. We need to find all the peaks. All the peaks with the second bottom is larger than first bottom. But it's not consecutive, okay? It's not a subarray. It's not a subarray, it's a subsequence. That make it hard. Yeah, we have the end today, but this is a little bit tough. Alright, I'll end it today and keep thinking about it. I have something to do while sleeping. Alright, see you guys tomorrow. Adios.